Alright, and we're recording. Alright, so just to let you guys know, I already did do a little bit of the Carlotta story, but only a little bit. I was like hard locked in the NPC dialogue where the old man was talking about the painting and stuff, but other than that, I didn't go beyond that. So, yeah. Carlotta senses a conspiracy behind Bennett Montelli's death. You decide to work with her to uncover the truth. Okay. Alright, let's do it. You didn't see anything. I tried flying off the ledge, but it didn't work.
It seems someone is acting faster. Those two, they're my uncles, I guess. We address each other by code names. I'll keep you updated on the family members' code names we encounter, along with any other details you might need. Seems like they are looking for something as well. It's only natural my uncle wishes to retrieve the lost items. But my presence might raise yes. You try and loosen their lips. If memory serves, they are senior members, having served under my uncle for years. Regulars at Margarita's talk business with merchants and wine with drinkers. Engage their interests, and their words will flow like a...
Okay.
Hey, that's you they're calling.
No, that's both of us. But I don't recognize this
Neither do I. Listen up.
Okay, you got the names right. Must be family. Cat's Eye. Doesn't ring a bell.
So, what do you need? We are just about to wrap up and grab a bite at Margarita's. Still got a lot on our plate today.
Oh, margaritas. Nothing quite like it, huh? And the pizza. Oh, it's a favorite in my circle, too.
Lumine from Genshin could never.
Always a solid
The voice
choice.
acting's so funny.
Perfect spot for a bit of catching up.
You know, the last time I was there, I heard talk about a thief stealing from the vault. Is that true?
Well, cat's out of the bag now.
No, not yet. We've looked everywhere, but found nothing.
To be honest, I doubt we'll ever find them. The thief has probably sold everything off by now. We are short on manpower. Well, our boss is the Padrino's son. Our job is to follow orders, not to ask questions. Just do what...
That's right. If you spot anything unusual, keep an eye on it. Could be your big break. With a bit...
Okay.
So, they found nothing, but assumed Uncle wasn't concerned. That makes no sense. Everything that happened recently ties back to the vault. If Uncle wished to protect his position, he'd be quick to retrieve the items and resolve the situation.
I wish we had like a dialogue log to see the previous sentences.
Curiously, Bennett was last sighted in the vicinity of Liberty Square, where you met Uncle. Last night, I was investigating the area before I happened upon your private meeting. But when I brought this up with him afterwards, he didn't seem privy to any details. As for my search of Bennett's home, nothing of note turned up, just as the two agents reported. I found no spoils, not even the faintest trace of them being stored or moved. Everything about his living space fits the profile of a typical Jew. I also asked around about Bennett after our previous collaboration. He was ambitious, but never greedy. I was even told he refused a bribe offered by a business associate during an operation. The Montelli family is ever generous with wealth and opportunities, welcoming all who aspire to make their mark in Ragusa. Mere profit would never make him betray us. For now, more evidence is required. The entire matter might need to be approached from a different angle. Shh. Hold still. See that man over there, the one that looks like a grey dove? After him.
Bro, he's an old man. He ain't gonna go far.
Nowhere to run.
Ah, these old creaky bones of mine. Did I offend you? Or are you just chasing down every passing soul? Never thought the Montellis would grow so aggressive.
No one knows the family's ways better than its members, even though... Right?
It's remarkable that someone of your rank would remember a man such as myself.
I will never forget that stormy night. Nor any of the
Sadly, I've no desire to be remembered. There were moments of joy, but they cannot make up for my loss.
Why go back to what you claim to have left in the past? Unless there is something you can't ignore.
You were standing across from Bennett's doorway, and your clothes are still damp from the rain. You weren't simply passing by, you were watching. What were you looking for?
I'd have to grieve for my last friend in the family, or to figure out how this fool ended up in such a mess. Hoping to find the lost items and settle his debts, so he may rest in peace. I tried to persuade him to leave with me, but failed. We either play to win. Every Montelli has a chance at their desires. But what's the price? They stake everything they hold dear. Family, love, faith, principles, and even their life. Now, his ambition and greed have cost him everything.
Most people find acceptance easier than change, as change demands the bravery to face uncertainty. So yes, if the Montellis are to drive the change and push past current barriers, the family exists to withstand what an individual cannot. And accomplish what, but within the family, each Montelli still enjoys the freedom of choice. If you're willing, there is still much to be done for Ben. Given your familiarity, you might help us in locating these items.
In that case, you might want to speak to Scarlet Velvet.
It's literally the name of my character.
The leader of a network of commoners seeking freedom in Ragusa. They had close ties with Bennett. If he was really stealing, I'd wager they were complicit. And that said, with their recent fallout with the family...
We have little choice now. Let's go. We're off to the most reliable source of information in Ragusa.
The vault. Oh.
This is the place. In Ragusa's market, they say fortune seldom favors those who lack a taste for fine drinks. Among traders, there's a secret code in the way drinks and a base of bitter almond and mint, for instance, usually signals danger and death. But some have devised their own more private, yes, This area is essentially a neutral zone, and with the ongoing feud between Scarlet Velvet and the Montellis, finding her will be difficult. But I've heard they have eyes and ears, so all that remains is to order the right drink, watch the crowd, and let their reaction.
Greetings. What will it be today?
A Scarlet Velvet ribbon, please.
Scarlet Velvet? An uncommon choice. Perhaps the one you seek is waiting just as patiently. Anything else I can get you? Or is there a problem?
As expected from a Scarlet Velvet informant, you are smart. In a place like this, a bartender is the perfect cover. You mix every drink and pass every code. You might not have. So this Scarlet Velvet ribbon.
Well, well. It finds its way back to me at last. Contact has been made, and by the rules, a conversation should follow. But Scarlet Velvet has decided there will be no further dealings. The partnership is broken, and whatever bond you had is all but gone. If you do meet up, Lady Carlotta.
It's rumored that Scarlet Velvet's decision to end our partnership has something to do with a vault keeper named Bennett.
Oh. First try, by the way.
Surely you don't believe that.
Then what is the truth? Bennett was recently found dead in the wild. The dead are silent, but you are not. So let's talk.
Wait, Bennett is dead? That complicates things, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if trusting Montelli is a wise choice, but in memory of Bennett, if you truly are as noble as he believes, go to Whisperwind Haven after us. I will inform Scarlet Velvet.
Terminals are divine artifacts from the Sentinel, brought to Renacita by the first Primus. What you possessed were nothing but privately made replicas, existing solely by the grace of the Primus.
How? We never stopped asking the Order for permission to wear the terminals, but every single request is denied. You won't even tell us why. You've controlled the terminal supply, and the family stopped trading with us. These are all we have left.
I can sense your fervent desire for the artifacts and the blessings from the Sentinel. If you willingly part with your wealth in devotion to the Order's divine cause, the door. But should you persist in your defiance, we'll have to escort you to the penitentiary for judgment.
It's always the religious sectors in like fictional media, isn't it? They're always corrupt.
The Order and the Commoners. It must be Scarlet Velvet causing the stir. The Order's arrogance is known, but such blatant actions. Let's first address their trouble.
The end has come.
Ah, the Montelli's second daughter, and this year's laureate. I suggest you tread carefully and avoid crossing the Order and the Sentinel. Especially not for the sake of... Must I remind you again? Trading reserved terminal...
We paid good money for these. If you're taking them...
Yet the very traders who took your money have seen the error of their ways and reported your dealings. They have sworn to... How sad, Miss Carlotta. Such loyalty to your family, only to be left in the...
Oh, please. My ties with the family are not so fragile as to be shaken by mere words. The fact that we're having this conversation at all means that you cannot... The Sentinel and the Primus have declared free trade as our undeniable right. Scarlet Velvet is always entitled to trade as they please, regardless of their previous... You preach the doctrine, yet fail to adhere to it yourself.
Ooh.
If I were you, I'd be on my way to the penitentiary. Willful transgression is the worst blasphemy one can...
Mark my words. The day
That triggered
Montelli
him.
is brought to its knees by the Order and Thessalia will be the day you beg for the Sentinel's mercy.
I believe I saw somewhere that... What's her name? Cantarella is from the Thessalias, like she's the lead of it or something. So, maybe we'll see her.
When that day comes, all shall be under the...
Ernesto, the bartender, said you needed to see me. You may have just offended us, but you heard it. Your family has left us in a mess. But since Ernesto said it's about Bennett, I'll give you a minute, for his sake. Speak quickly. Regardless of the bigger picture, your side ended the deal. We were informed at short notice to stop all trade. And it's not just the terminals. No more jewelry, perfumes, and all that nonsense. Not to mention, I haven't seen him on... Where were you when we were fighting against the Order and the Thessalias?
There was a slight issue of a traitor in the vault, so our hands were tied. A direct approach works best at times. Actually, what that acolyte claimed is news to me. Surrendering control and ceasing trade. The Montelli creed has always been family first and a pioneer...
With your grandfather, maybe. But he won't be around forever. When Capello takes the helm, you won't have a say.
Look. Her hands aren't even touching her hips, dude. What is that?
The real question is whether we can get our trade back on track. Can your family still be trusted? What I need is a solid promise. One thing's for sure. I don't want to see the family who first broke the monopoly to trade with us commoners end up defending it.
I'll speak with my uncle and grandfather to...
You know what? This is supposed to be your... So, Ernesto told me... Good judgment there. The rumours are nonsense. Fencing stolen goods. Please. Bennett used to handle our shipments for the vault, but nothing shady, okay? He knew his stuff. Never for him, it was always business first, friendship second. When he was running late, he'd stay up at that hill sometimes. We even set up a shelter there after it happened a few times. Come to think of it, he did stay there for a while the last time we saw him. Asked us to stash something too. What was it he said? Hope we don't need to use it.
Seems Bennett may have anticipated the... I wonder if you might show us to the shelter.
There's an entrance along the coast. Go straight down the road and you'll see it. What's your business there anyway?
Watch out. Victory favors me. Masterpiece complete. Can you keep You can tell someone was here. Look at the mess. Perhaps Bennett deliberately arranged it this way as a cover. We'll each use our senses to search. Then let's...
Okay.
Something is...
These items aren't exactly rare, but they're not everyday objects either.
Indeed. But what I find strange is, do you recall those 3 lines from the anthology? The ones Bennett sent to me in the photo? Thy eyes guide my course in the tempest. The woman in the painting here seems to stand in the gloomy rain, but her eye, like the secret code in drinks, what matters is never the object themselves. Now the book. It appears to be about winter, which is likely related to the second. The last one is a rotor device. The planet... MLCL. Of course it is. Bennett was a vault keeper. But what was he trying for? Letters? The highest clearance... Hold on.
Carlotta? Yeah. You asked me to keep it. That's for me to know. And you... But it was not in good shape after what it went through. Yeah, if you...
Understood. I'll have...
Wait. What now? What, you're not even... Oh, no, it's nothing really.
All right. We'll inform you when there's more to share. We're returning to the Montelli quarter first. The terminal will be fixed there. You might not know this, but Bennett was
Isn't that a good sign? It means
it's replaced by another suspicion. One only grandfather, uncle, and I. Liberty Square. Our proximity. The Vault's security clearance. A traitor among the top brass. There's someone all evidence points to. But if it was truly him, the heir to our family, who betrayed us, wouldn't that be utterly absurd?
It's been a few days since I did the start of this, like the entire start of this quest, but isn't the uncle the old man that we were speaking with at the start of when they were talking about the paintings? I think it's the old man, but we'll see.
Now all that remains is to see what the code reveals.
I'll be with you, no matter what.
My people just reported some initial progress on the terminal repair. Let's go. Our meet-up spot is right ahead.
Lady Carlotta, we received a terminal addressed to you, signed DC. The initial restoration is almost complete, but some data is overwritten or isolated due to the extensive damage. We were only able to recover certain sections. Our evaluation suggests that a full restoration might not be worth it. But...
Good. Make sure to contact him. Now please project the...
Absolutely.
Yes, that's where I was investigating that night. And the other location, I think it's my uncle's private dock. Primarily used for storage, not shipments. Reviewing the records hardly proves the connection between these locations. If time permits, we should take the terminal to Mr. Pierre. He's an old friend of Grandfather's and is an expert in this field. There may be other useful info, but first, let's put that code to use. Follow me. This is why I suggested we return here. Our vault holds everything. Family property, valuable items for trade, and prized possessions entrusted to us. The complete inventory and access records can only be found here. Please, follow me.
What is this, Nier Automata? That's literally Nier Automata.
Someone extracted the core data module. This must be what Bennett was trying to tell us before he died. Someone with access to the vault has broken their oath and leaked the data module. Now only Uncle, Grandfather, and I have the clearance to retrieve it. In Renacita, the Order maintains control over terminals, unlike other countries where they're freely traded. My grandfather learned to modify them during his early ventures in the new Federation. Our lantern-type terminal is a modified model. It may look purely ornamental, but it houses the tech modules we've developed. As Scarlet Velvet said, aside from our art dealings, we've been supplying these terminals to resonators at fair prices as part of our discreet business. By doing so, we've broken the Order's monopoly. We've given more people the means to protect themselves in their ventures, giving them choices they didn't have before. The Order is aware of our discreet business, but they turn a blind eye as long as we don't openly challenge their authority. The hefty taxes we pay maintain this delicate understanding. As a result, no family member would ever divulge our terminal secrets, much less allow the modules to fall into the wrong hands. What exactly are you planning, Uncle? No.
Carlotta, where are you?
Uncle, may I ask you something first? Before the carnival, the priest showed me your pendant. How did he come by it?
Does it matter? All you need to know is that it's handled, and I'm in the clear.
Were you mistreated? Did they...
Heed my words. Whatever you've uncovered, put it behind you and all will be. Now, we've had some trouble with the shipment over at Septimont. As the rightful heir, I'm giving you a new order. Take care of it.
I refuse.
Excuse me?
I said I refuse. I can't act as if nothing happened. I won't let a family member die unjustly, or see our modules fall into the wrong hands.
Don't trouble yourself with the modules. Yes, our family's ambition has led us far, but it's exacted a price paid in blood and tears.
I can't believe you just said that. So, you're refusing to tell the truth and reveal the module's location, is that it?
Man, I kind of want to change it to Japanese so I can hear Rin Tosaka's voice, but I'm too deep into dub now.
Why do you insist on tearing everything apart? Have you ever thought about what Padrino would say? What others would think of us? I've given you an out. All you need to do is accept it.
Then so be it. Your course is set, as is mine. But mark my words, I will stop you, Mr. Capello. I'm sorry you have to see this side of our family.
Yeah, she was pretty angry.
Really? I just wish... No. I did promise I may need more time to come to terms with all of this. I don't regret uncovering the truth and exposing the traitor. We were meant to be the guardians of our family's ideals, to carry the torch forward. And yet now...
So I was wrong. The uncle is Mr. Capello. So grandfather's definitely the old man that we were talking to at the start. I'm not sure if they confirmed that already in the story, but there's no reason why they wouldn't show the old man at the start if he wasn't relevant. So I'm pretty sure that's the grandfather that has access to the vault.
Well, wallowing in emotion won't solve anything. Our priority now is to recover the data module. Every moment it's missing puts our... The core module is difficult to carry around. They must have hidden it. The dock Bennett visited used for storage. We need to adjust our strategy. My conversation with Capello will have alerted him. He's likely to move the module sooner than expected. I need to inspect the dock for any clues. Indeed, but time is not on our side. If Capello acts on this, I might lose my window to secure the module. Our sole advantage now is that we're operating as a pair. I need you to take this terminal to Pierre at the bank. If the dock turns out to be a dead end, we will need other leads. I know that securing the module alone won't suffice. I must uncover Capello's true motives. How it will affect our family. They call it a dock, but no ships ever come. Uncle has concealed what he took from the vault here. A secluded place entirely under his control. For a secret trove of such value, the lack of security is strange. There was little resistance on my way here. This can't be right. Wait. I sense an energy fluctuation nearby. Time to investigate. The size of this place is manageable. I should be able to trace the source quickly. Nothing so far. Was I wrong? Maybe this place doesn't hold what we're looking for.
She's gonna get ambushed.
Or am I too late? And the energy fluctuation. It was going off and on. No. Such a big mirror.
Oh.
Doesn't seem to be made of common glass, but some kind of crystallized energy. Will I find the data module on it? Or was all this just a trap?
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. She got ambushed. Is that the old man from the start?
Hello again.
It is. I called it. The old man was her grandfather.
You don't seem very surprised to learn who I am.
Carlotta told me Mr. Pierre always follows her grandfather around. My instincts weren't wrong when I saw you together. It also explains why you seemed familiar when we first met.
What's the term for it? A destined encounter? The universe brought us together, and I happened to take the initiative. It's almost poetic. Wouldn't you
Wait.
agree?
This old man knows Rover. The old man knew Rover in their past life, didn't they? Oh, damn. That's crazy. That's a huge lore drop.
That's it. I doubt you want more chit-chat. I know you're here for that terminal. Let Pierre inspect it for you, and we can resume our conversation. Remember that painting we discussed earlier? In a fragile equilibrium, the smaller piece is forced to repress its true nature. It's confined to a seemingly flawless structure, stripped of its autonomy. I don't want the same fate for her. But I can't simply impose my path upon her, expecting blind obedience. She must find her own path, with a path.
This story got very interesting.
Trust. As for those who betray their own blood, there will be no leniency. Even my own son is not exempt from this.
This man is a Chad, dude. I like this guy.
However, before I intervene, I want to see her plan take shape. My hat. The old give way to the new. It's the way of the world. But for us Montellis, the courage to break from the past matters far more than clinging to it. So I ask you this favor. When the time is right, give this to her.
A gun?
She'll need it.
It's a little tricky, but you're lucky to have my expertise. This terminal is defunct, but I've retrieved all its data, even the overwritten and isolated bits.
Nice.
The terminal has been tampered with, but nothing was intentionally erased. It seems they wanted to overwrite the data to avoid detection. I can show you. Do you have a terminal? I'll send over the data so you can see for yourself.
I assume you've taken care of Bennett's body.
We dumped him in the tacit Discord zone overnight. We'll claim he was killed by those monsters. Sir, are you sure? Are we really going to work with the Order?
We're in too deep now. Handing over the data module to the Order will cement our position as an ally of the authorities. We'll replace the Thessalias. The other resonators in the city are irrelevant. And Bennett, I would have taken care of him regardless. He knew too much. He deserved it for pursuing the Scarlet Velvet matter. Anyone who gets in my way shall meet the same fate.
Yes, sir.
We all stood together on that stormy night. Each one of us losing someone dear. And we all share the desire for our family to find an easier path forward. The best way to avoid sacrifice isn't fighting, but aligning ourselves with superior powers and knowing when to yield. You may have left the family, and I should expect no more favors from you. But I ask this of you one last time. Please, put this terminal in Carlotta's hands.
What's in it? Carlotta?
Nothing. Save for the standard location tracking data every terminal holds. In 3 days, I'll be negotiating on behalf of the family with the Order. I just want to make sure Carlotta doesn't interfere in the meantime. Think about Bennett. If you take care of this, I will overlook what he stole and let it be.
Unbelievable. What is Capello even thinking? Killing one of our own? It's a complete betrayal of our family. My terminal? No, it's too risky. Wait, I have Bennett's body. Nobody's going to pay attention to a dead man's terminal. I'll record it, then overwrite with new data. I have to keep this record well, in case I also...
She can't contact Carlotta. Yeah.
A trap? Wait, sir. Wouldn't Lady Carlotta be in danger? I don't
She's
think
already
that's the
going.
plan. Are you really letting her face this by herself?
She's already there, so why bother? I trust Carlotta and our esteemed guest. It is a trap, but also an opportunity for her to mature.
Bro, Francesco's so cool, dude. He trusts Rover 100% because he knows about us in the past.
What is that?
The family will shield you.
Is this Carlotta's past?
Flashbacks. Could it be from touching that mirror? Energy crystals made into a mirror with pre-made Sonoro inside. A sly trap. This Sonoro, the docks, Bennett's terminal, Duncan. When did it all begin? These masterless echoes have turned hostile. The frequency fluctuations in the Sonoro seem unstable. I'll have to handle them before I can search the area. Masterpiece complete. Now there's nothing else in my way. All these obstacles suggest the answer is likely there. I must investigate that mansion. The way out and clues I need may lie within its walls. This layout and decor seems strikingly similar to our mansion, just with slight differences. This area, these decorations, the chandeliers specifically, were destroyed during the invasion 5 years ago. Am I truly in the past, or trapped in some kind of simulation?
It's probably a simulation. It's like with Chang Li's story quest. She was experiencing her past.
If you're telling me he's adopting that orphan girl from the other side of the family, spare me. Already heard.
Carlotta was adopted? She was adopted by Francesco?
Actually, I imagine the whole family's caught wind of it by now. Isn't that why we're throwing this rally for her today?
Tell me, how on earth do you stay in the loop, tinkering away at home like that? You must be shocked. Capello's already the heir. So, why on earth did he adopt?
Yeah, wait. Oh, so Capello adopted her, not Francesco.
Orphan girl from the other side of the family, adopted by Padrino. This rally, held for me. A mere touch of the mirror was enough to instantly draw out my memories, experiences.
Huh. You look a little familiar. Oh,
You shouldn't know me yet.
Hmm.
Not at this time.
I don't understand.
Sorry, Please don't mind what I just said.
Actually, I think he meant to say, we just saw you. Just now, about a minute ago.
Yeah, I'm just surprised you're back so soon. Your outfit? No, it's more the accessories, really. Yours are red, but the person I saw had blue ones on her wrists.
Blue accessories. I saw blue accessories on that hand that pulled me inside. I suppose she's the friend who invited me here. Could you tell me where she's gone?
Perhaps she's just out for a stroll. The preparations are behind schedule due to a
Yes, now I remember. The rally didn't start on time because of a lighting malfunction. On the other hand, once the lights are turned on... Thank you. I think I know where I'm going.
You're welcome. I suppose.
I doubt it means much to say this to you, since you only exist in this place, and unlike me, you probably don't need to hear this.
Good one.
I bet 2 guineas you can't guess what the...
All right, time to check the lobby.
Come over, my child.
Sir, are you
Yes. Fret not, Carlotta. Come up to the front, so everyone can see you. Today is a special day. The beginning of your journey as one of us. As my granddaughter, you will now carry the Montelli name. My name. The family's name. And with it, its privileges and responsibilities.
I knew it. She is a true Montelli, just like the Padrino.
Puny little thing. Such a nervous look to her.
Isn't she from the lesser side of the family? And a girl at that.
My thoughts exactly. I failed to see how she could possibly belong to our ranks, let alone carry the family name.
Wait. What?
It was you. Recognition. Praise. Glory. Isn't that what you want? Stay here, and you'll have all of that.
She's trying to keep her in the infinite Tsukiyomi. You're trying to Madara her ass.
The exit.
Did she make it?
Dazzling sunlight. Am I in the court? Have I left that scenario already?
No.
Now the question is, what moment from my past does this represent? How do I leave this place? Leave? Cut the nonsense. You were the one who... Fine. True, I brought you here. But from this moment on, I am also Carlotta Montelli. Don't pretend we're alike in any way. Oh, right. How could I forget? You worked so hard to earn the illustrious. A poor little girl from the forgotten side of the family, trying desperately to fit in with the grandeur of her new home, fearing abandonment, and playing the part of a proper lady. You're a star in the ballroom, a top investor at the auction house, but your true talent, being the family's favorite weapon, carrying out orders without question, is... I thought you'd be thrilled with what I'm offering you. Acceptance, validation, indispensable. Planning to shoot me again? Don't bother. This scenario is born from your consciousness, and it's also my domain. Since the frequencies here can be shattered, they can also be brought together again. Don't be so quick to deny it. If you truly never craved acceptance and recognition. Since praise and affirmation aren't enough for you, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself. Show me how much your sweat and tears are worth.
Oh. Nice work. But this is only the beginning. You must be dying to know which part of the past this is. Would you like... Blood debts will catch up with those who have to pay. The storm is coming. Ah, now you remember. I knew you'd never forget.
Help! Damn it! This is a trap! They've taken...
Did you hear that? Oh, the panic in their voice. Quickly and swiftly. Glory demands more.
Is that?
3 key areas have been hit one after another. South 2nd Block, West End Dock, and our headquarters.
Is that Campolo and Bennett?
Intel says the Thessalias are gearing up for another hit on our headquarters. As usual, we can expect the Order to turn a blind eye. They ambushed Father first before we did anything to them.
We're running out of time.
Oh.
Capolo, we need a plan before Padrino wakes up. Call for reinforcements from the East End. It's risky, but if they don't smell our manpower shortage, we might just make it through.
No, we shouldn't do that. The Thessalias were keeping an eye on our other territories.
No, we're not doing that. They can take the West End.
Why? They're tough, but we're no pushovers either. We earned our turf fair and square. Why should we back? When Padrino eventually wakes, how do you plan to explain that we have let his and the entire family's efforts go to waste?
But we still risk exposing the location of our headquarters. It's all about predicting their moves and keeping ours hidden.
What about you, Carlotta?
Once again, this deviates from my past experience. We'll hit their base. Our people on the East End, the South 2nd Block, and the dock will stay put to give the impression we know nothing. Then we'll send our main forces to where the Thessalias keep their echoes. The trade routes, as they know what we value most. We need to demand something of equal worth from them as our bargaining chip.
Is this really going to work?
We can't afford to lose our people. Everything else, even the mansion, are simple. I'll cover the rear. Can you keep up? Quickly and swiftly. A new era of us. Wow. Look at you with your brilliant... And of course, you didn't just come up with it because you knew what happened. How does it feel to finally have your dismissed plan? For back then, no one bothered to ask for your input. The family ended up making the worst possible choice. They called...
No. Cynthia. Look at me. Oh, you're the only family I have left. The Montelli's motto is enterprise. How much more do we have to lose?
In the end, your dear grandfather had to step in and fix the mess you all made. The plan advanced, but the dead were forever gone. It stands as the greatest tragedy in our family's history. With that blood debt haunting you, you became the sharpest blade, working harder than ever to protect the family's interests. And Capello? Did he think of seeking the Order's protection after that? When it became painfully clear that his power alone couldn't secure his ambitions. Come to think of it, what's so wrong with that? Sacrifices are inevitable. By doing so, the family's interests can be preserved. Is this not the balance you wish to maintain? You were never meant to make decisions for the family, no matter what you say. Why? Didn't I just show you a better future? Merely an illusion of your making. The past is set in stone. Yes, the cold rain from that night still haunts us. I might not be in charge, but my principles are clear. Every action I take is for the benefit of the family. I must leave here and stop Capello. Our negotiations have reached a dead end. Then I'll need to try something else to make you stay.
I feel like it's gonna have something to do with Rover.
Left! You should have gone left. Wait. Or maybe not. Think it over. I told you before. You should...
Wrong again. Do you really think you can choose the right path? Stay. Let's get lost in this maze together. From one window to another. I'll keep you company.
Maybe we'll go back the way we came. It's just that easy. Cutscene?
Why are you...
I was worried you might be in danger. Also, I'm here to deliver this. The gun was always there. You earned the right to use it the moment you chose to act on your own accord. Looks like you've made up your mind.
The Padrino's gun never leaves his side. If he places it within your reach, it can only mean one thing. You've been entrusted with the authority to act in the name of Montelli. Now, whether it fires and where it aims, the choice is mine alone.
Boss battle time? Please don't tell me we're gonna fight another Hecate, dude. I swear. If we're gonna fight a Hecate, whatever you call it.
I am merely a blade made for killing. Am I really qualified to change the status quo?
Why won't you obey my orders?
I'm getting old. If we can make other people pay the price.
Why can't you just give in to me and stay here?
Easy.
How did you let go of confusion and doubt so easily? You and I. What makes us so different? Brother, care for a story? A story about why a certain girl was adopted. Prayer alone offers no salvation. In the face of survival, creed becomes meaningless.
How dare she eat the tribute? Nanny always said that food is for tribute. It's not for eating.
So that was Carlotta?
Bad girl. I'm telling Nanny.
That's when she awakened her resonance?
Who would have thought? Be the Montelli after all. The whole is in chaos. Yet she clings to her weapon. What a monster.
Francesco.
This suits a Montelli well. Repurposing decoration into a weapon. Defying indoctrination.
To chart the course forward. Her blood runs with the same fierce will as ours. Come with me. The family will shield you and open your eyes to a new world. You will rise to become a true Montelli.
I see. So Duncan was in the dark about the real cause of Bennett's death. He simply wanted to protect his friend's reputation. And Capello used that. Duncan gave us a rigged terminal to cover Bennett's debt. Capello couldn't have tampered with the terminal data himself, or he would have found the information hidden beneath the overwrites. He simply laid a trap at the dock that Bennett I can empathize with Duncan. Even to some extent, Capello. That we will never achieve that by surrendering ourselves. From the very beginning, our paths diverged. To yield to them now means giving up even more. And once we lose our grip, we'll no longer. Grandfather and the others have already paved the way. I will follow the wealth and power will safeguard our freedom. Wolf, the Montelli family is set to break the Order's suffocating hold and lead Raguna towards a wider horizon, embracing Septimont, Huanglong, and other countries. And through it all, we will never forget who we are.
Septimont. Hold on, let me note this down. Septimont. I'm guessing that'll be our 3.0 location, 3.0 region.
The family exists to accomplish what one cannot, and withstand the winds of fate. This is the future I envision for the Montellis. Like I said, an all-out war with the Order isn't a wise move. Rather than blindly tailing Capello in search of a hidden data module, let's take control and have him come to us. Scarlet Velvet mentioned they need a formal reply, and we can deliver that. Care to help me give them an unforgettable response in 2 days?
Just checking your location. Have you reached the spot, my clever accomplice? Perfect. Remember to be stealthy. Scarlet Velvet and my operatives are positioned in all the streets around the venue. Should anything go awry, the venue only has one entrance. I've arranged for a handler to get you in. You'll go in first and then help me slip in without drawing attention.
Oh, the upstairs parlor is off limits, reserved for a private event. Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yes, they did tell me about that. But weren't you supposed to arrive half an hour later? What was that? You do have a point, but it's a special day. I need to confirm everyone's identity. What's your code name? Show me your token.
Hey, Tulip, why are you still standing there? Come here. Boss just asked for you.
Is that Capolo?
Ah, tulip coin. I remember you. You work at the vault, don't you? No wonder you arrived early. You people...
Yeah. We can talk after getting the job done. Now hurry up.
Is that who I think it is? There's no way that's Bennett.
Have you made it inside? This area is under surveillance. On either side of the main stage, you should see something that looks like a control panel. Operate it to disable the cameras, then place the gems I made with my forte into position.
It's been a long ass time since I've done these.
How did it go? Any issues?
Everything's fine. Just got to the place we agreed on. The front of the hall. Done. Main hall, 5 o'clock. Done. Blind spot? Done. Back window, done. The setup is complete, and the time we planned is drawing near. How's it going on your end?
I'm out of the mirror and the jam is set up. Capello actually inspired this plan. Otherwise we wouldn't have. The Order's agents have taken the bait and are at the location. Blue Rain and Retriever are primed for action. We'll head head out at the chime of the hour.
Cutscene.
Really go time. The Order's men should be here. Double check everything.
Oh!
We should talk, Capello.
You! Why are you here?
Your guests won't be showing up today.
Carlotta. Looks like you've pieced together the whole story. So it was your crew who tipped us off about changing the time and place for the deal yesterday. Let me guess. You fed the same line to the Order, didn't you? Playing both sides, setting yourself up nicely. But something doesn't add up. You couldn't have pulled this off alone.
Capello's promise of safety and comfort are nothing but a sham. He's been using our family as pawns, making them pay the ultimate price. Bennett was just one of his. He didn't fall at the hands of tacit discords, but to Capello himself. His path of the Montelli family is one of unity. We stand together, leaving no one behind.
That's right.
I can't promise there won't be more losses, but I will prioritize the welfare of every member. Now, will you continue down this path? Or will you align with our cause for Bennett's sake and your own?
Trust built on deception always comes back to haunt you. You're getting what you deserve.
Now that you've lost both the goods and your trading partners, this is your last chance to bow out gracefully.
Bow out gracefully? Do you think I still care about saving face at this point? My only regret is not being ruthless enough. I should have cut you loose earlier, making you pay the price like the others who crossed me. And what of it? You'll never understand. We lack the power to protect everyone, so what's wrong with seeking a powerful ally? Why not align ourselves with those who share my true goal?
You killed someone innocent. What are you on about? You killed Bennett, bruh.
I've crossed the line, but I can still salvage this if I take you out and reclaim that data module.
Okay.
Everyone, capture them!
Time to leave.
Okay. That's a little bit too much. Oh, that was in the trailer.
Fall for me, will you? Then, let's fall together.
Your shorekeeper's seething right now. Where?
Scarlet Velvet's people
Ah.
have secured Duncan and will bring him to a safe house. He'll return after everything's settled. Regarding the Order, I tasked Blue Rain and Retriever to pose as Capello's agents and declare the cooperation null and void. No data module, no explanation, or any follow-up. lost cause. The Order will realize this soon enough.
Bruh, it's raining.
The rain's back. I remember telling Grandfather how I hated the rainy season. I once saw rain as a bad omen in Raguna. When it rains, it's easier to wash away bloodstains. That's why acts of revenge usually happen on such days. But today's rain feels different. As it falls, the troubles of yesterday are washed away.
Well done, Carlotta.
There he is, the Giga Chad himself. I was waiting for him to talk to her. This quest wouldn't be complete if they didn't talk to each other one last time.
My girl could not have accomplished this without your assistance.
Mm-hmm. Her face.
I had faith in you too, but you surpassed my expectations. It appears I underestimated the potential that you possess when working together.
What he just said. Looks like someone's been keeping secrets from me, huh? I've been curious. You entered that scenario and delivered his gun to me. How did you earn my grandfather's trust so soon?
Did he just wink it? This guy. How did he earn his trust? It's because he knew him from the past. Rover's past. She winked too, that's funny.
Fine. Since we make such a good team, I'll let it slide for now.
Capello and his lackeys will face the consequences of their actions. Our code is simple. There's a lot at play here. It will require some effort and a true Montelli at my side to handle it.
I see. But before that,
And Rover's tall.
yes. What, miss me already? No need to feel sad about parting. For each goodbye brings us closer to the next hello. That's my favorite way to think of it. With Capello ousted, the family needs someone to fill his shoes. I must assist my grandfather through this tumultuous transition.
Hmm. It's a rainbow.
Thank you, Rover. As my grandfather said, things couldn't have gone so smoothly without your help and support. Now that the dust has settled, you no longer need to stay with me as cat's eye of the Montelli family. But still, I want you to have this. As I said, every member gets a token that matches their codename. Though you already have a pair of cat's eyes, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. No, this gem wasn't crafted by my forte. I chose it just for you. I know someone like you won't stay just for me. And joining the Montelli family might not be in your plans just yet. But I'll keep this code name for you, Cat's Eye. The first and only member to receive my personal invitation.
It's a nice shot. There must be a reason why the moon looks like that. I feel like there's some sort of like waveform phenomena that's affecting it. And we're gonna explore that eventually. But anyways. Wow. I enjoyed that quest a lot more than I thought it would. And Grandpa Francesco, he made it a lot better than it was, so yeah. On a scale from 10, I would rate it 8 out of 10. Yeah, somewhere around 8 out of 10. It was really good. So yeah, that's just gonna be it for Carlotta's quest. And do follow and subscribe to see more Wuthering Wave content.